Good morning everyone and welcome to the Science Lab. Today we have Luke, Ping Ping, Home and Keen from the grade 6 classes to show us what they have been learning about most recently in the science class. They are going to be explaining what methods of separation that they have been learning about. First we have Home. Home, what is it that we are going to be learning about today?
Today we're going to learn about separating mixture. Let's start with a simple one.
Perfect. Why don't you show me what we are going to start with? Okay, Home, why don't you show us what you're going to demonstrate today?
I'm gonna separate the nuts from the vegetable by taking out. See, I'm separating.
Perfect. So this is the picking out method that we use to separate larger particles from smaller particles. This is the most simple way of separating two different materials. Here we can see Home is picking out the nuts or almonds like this and leaving the vegetables behind. This is separating the two very, very simply. Nice. Thank you, Home. Second up, we have Luke. Luke, what are you going to demonstrate for us today? Sifting, okay, interesting. So how are we going to separate the sand and the marbles? Interesting, let's see what happens. Wow. So, Luke, what can we see here?
The marbles and the sandstones too.
Excellent. This seems like a really easy way to separate larger particles from smaller particles. As you can see, the sand goes straight through the sieve and the marbles remain behind. Thank you. And for our third experiment, we have Ping Ping. What method of separation are you going to show us today?
Next, we have a mixture of sand and water. We're going to use filtration to separate them.
Very interesting. Show me how we will set up the filtration system. So we have filter paper that is folded up by Ping Ping and put in the funnel. Next, we are going to pick up our beaker that has the mixture of the sand and water. And what will you do next?
Filtration is used to separate sand and water. Pour the mixture through the filter paper.
Excellent. Why don't you show me? And I'll help you. So what can we see happening here? I can take that. The water is...
The water passes through the paper and the sand stays behind.
Yeah, we can see in the filter paper on top that the water is filtering through nice and clean. You can see there's clean water on the bottom and all the dirt and sand is left up here in the filter paper. Seems like a really easy way to separate a solid from a liquid if we need to. Thank you, Ping Ping. Okay, and for our final experiment, we have Keen here. Keen, why don't you tell me what method of separation you are going to demonstrate today?
This is my favorite. The magnet.
The magnet.
The magnet gonna attract the iron finger. Let's see how it works.
Let's see. Wow. So you can see here that the iron filings within the mixture of sand and iron are being attracted to the magnet. This is because iron is magnetic while sand is not magnetic. Okay, Keen, why don't you show the magnet? Wow, you can see all of the iron filings are stuck, while here we can see that the sand now has no more iron filings, or at least not many. That's perfect, Keen. Thank you very much. Okay, that's wonderful, everyone. Thank you for demonstrating the experiments for us. Home, why don't you remind us what we learned about today?
We learned about separating different mixture by picking out, sifting, filtration, and by using a magnet.
Yeah, that's perfect. We learned picking out, sifting, filtration, and magnetism forms of separation. Luke, why do we know these?
It is important to know the ways to separate the mixtures that we have.
It's very important to be able to separate the different mixtures depending on what is in the mixture. And Ping Ping, what else?
Right. Each method works best with certain kinds of mixtures.
That's very true. Each method does work best with different types of mixtures. And lastly, Keen, what do you have to say to everybody?
We hope you enjoy our demonstration and hope you learn something new.
That's true. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.